On me. What's up there, guys? Itumeleng football channel, Kaizer Chiefs football channel. Football from the fans' perspective, we're back again. If you are new in the channel, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe, to turn on the notification button, and I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. Topic of the day, Neil Tovey raises questions around making Nurkovic a permanent captain of the team. And we're playing Orlando Pirates on the weekend, so we're going to have to sort out a lot of things. The game against Baroka was very bad, according to me, and it is in the review of that game that I concluded I'm not looking forward to this game against Orlando Pirates. I don't think Kaizer Chiefs will give us what we're looking for. We played against Orlando Pirates. They beat us in an aggregate 5-0, 3-0 and 2-0 in the knockout cup. I think it was MTN 8. And to me, okay, well, that game was an issue of saying Gavin Hunt is still new in the game, still new with the players, are still trying to understand how he plays, and he's still trying to understand the players that he has in Kaizer Chiefs and the philosophy and a lot of things still settling. But right now, things have changed. We have 15. This game is going to be fixture number 15, half of the season, the last, fixture of the first half of the season. And he has had time to prepare, time to know the players. Right now, we understand his players very well, I think, and the players understand how he wants to play. And we need to have a better approach of this game. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how the game, progresses, how we play against Orlando Pirates. Topic of the day: the captaincy issue against around Kaizer Chiefs has been, a question to Gavin Hunt that was posed at the beginning of the season to say who's going to be the captain of the season, because we know last season was Katsande most of the time because Kune was out. And Kune, we know him as the captain of the team, since some time ago. So Gavin Hunt's response was that, okay, we'll see. Let's see as the game progresses, still trying to get to know the players, and we'll see the captain of the team as time goes on. And we've seen it. Ramahlwe Mphahlele, I think, has once won the armband. Katsande this season. Cardoso, Mathoho, and Park. And there was a game against, I think it was against, if not Supersport, was Leopards, where the armband shifted to 3 players in just one game. It was very interesting, very fun, and it raised questions on me to say who's the captain of the team and what is happening, what is Hunt trying to do around the leadership of the team. And in that game, we ended the game without the captain of the team, if I remember very well. So, yeah, Neil Tovey asked about this situation, and it was an article in goal.com and other, news platform. This is what the article says in m.goal. Yeah, it's on m.goal. Says, Tovey says those at the club, when he was asked around the question around Nurkovic as, whether he's going to be made a permanent captain of the team. This is what Neil Tovey says. Says, those in the club will determine whether making him a permanent captain will affect his game. So this is what it says in quotes. Captaincy sometimes causes a burden and sometimes brings out better performances. He is critical to Chiefs' success, so you don't want to put pressure on him that much. He played well Saturday versus Stellenbosch. That's a game after Stellenbosch. But he did not score. He had 1 or 2 opportunities to score. Maybe he is trying too hard now because he is a captain, blah, 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 and all that. So basically, that is what Neil Tovey says, that maybe giving him an armband might put so much pressure on him. Like he played against Stellenbosch, didn't score, and against Baroka as well, who didn't have a goal. So according to him, he thought, okay, he's trying a lot, and this might affect him as a player. We know Nurkovic as a player. So my thoughts on this thing, on Neil Tovey and how he thinks around this thing. First of all, I don't think Neil Tovey is expecting Kokota Piano to score in each and every goal, in each and every game. I don't think so. And his attitude as well is always that much. I don't think it is new seeing him trying too hard for the team. It's not new. Since he has come back, we have not lost a game. We have won a lot of games. 5 games unbeaten, even from the game against Diagosto, we didn't lose. Up until right now, we have not lost ever since he has arrived. So you can see his influence in the team. You can see the guy's attitude in the team. I don't think trying too hard against Stellenbosch was a new thing. He's always like that. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the man is an inspiration to the team. It's been back five games unbeaten, like I said. But another thing that is worth noting around him is the way he speaks about the team. He speaks like a leader. Every time, in each and every interview, Nurkovic speaks like a leader. He speaks like the man of the club. And he values Kaizer Chiefs fans. He makes us, to see him as a man that values us as a player. So it is very much, for me, there's nothing wrong with giving him that armband. And the way he has been playing, the way he has been speaking about the club, the way he's been speaking about the fans. And another thing on top of that, the way he spoke around the new players, the upcoming players in Kaizer Chiefs, the new guys, Itumeleng, he even said that it's going to be, the rising star of the team, is the future of the club. And said he enjoys, relishes playing around these young guys and being then assisting the team. And if you remember, he even said that it was not sitting well with him, watching the team not doing well while he was still on the stands, while he was watching on TV. And he thought he could contribute and work, together with the guys and making sure that the team, goes back to winning ways. It is a guy who loves the team. It's a guy who loves playing. It's a guy who's very inspirational, and is a man of emotions in the game. That's one thing that I like about him. Is man of emotions in the game. That is what we want in football. We don't want a dull person, people who don't give it a fight. He's like that. He's like that, and that's what I like about him. And another thing is that, there's different captains in the club. I don't think most of the time, we know the culture of captains having defensive players as captains, having midfielders as captains, having, goalkeeper as a captain, because they sort of the people that can, see the game, from all angles. But we have captains like Cristiano Ronaldo, I think Francisco Totti, Harry Kane for England, that are strikers that are there up front and that are, captains of their clubs and national teams, and they are doing very well. So I'm thinking Nurkovic is in that line. Is in that line, and there are captains that lead in terms of, being cool in the game, being instructive in the game, but there are those who lead by example, by those that are inspirational, who want, to do their job, and then their work will speak for them. And it's part of those players, part of those captains, according to me, captain material. But there are those John Terry, captains, Puyol, Ramos, that are marshalling the team, performing very well. But sometimes even when they are not performing very well, they still, remain captains of the team. They have the decorum, they have the stature of being captains. But Nurkovic, Cristiano Ronaldo fighting sort of captain, and that's how I view him. That's how I see him in the game, very involved in the game. But the only issues that I have around him is his temper. But sometimes, there are times where in the game, the emotions are very high, and you need someone who's going to calm the guys down. And he's not the guy who's going to calm everyone down. We know very well, if the emotions are high in the game of Kaizer Chiefs, he's most of the time in the thick and thin of those things. He's part and parcel of the emotions, and he's going to be there fighting for the team. And sometimes we need someone who's going to cool people down, who's going to assist the referees to manage the game. And I don't think he's the guy who can do that. And another thing is that, is his second season in Kaizer Chiefs? That's another question to say. There are senior players there that have been there for a very long time, that are familiar with the environment, familiar with the players. Second season is from outside the country. I don't think he might have a full understanding of the culture of football in South Africa, the culture of Kaizer Chiefs, and as in everything, and the players. When you're captain, sometimes you're a mediator between the coach, the management, and the players. Sometimes players they need to come to you, look for leadership to you, and you're going to have to take it up to the coach and be that middleman. And I don't know if we can do that better, because he's not been here for a very long time. The last thing that is a cause of concern to me is around how the whole thing of him was handled in the beginning of the season. Apparently there was contract issues, monies and everything, and he couldn't play. And, for a captain of the team, those situations have to be managed better, because they costed the team a lot. To be honest, with Nurkovic out of the game, we struggled a lot. And the way the whole thing of the contract and wages and everything was dealt with, it was not comfortable with me. Apparently, it was not on his side so much as it was, on Kaizer Chiefs as management. But I think if a person has it in him as a captain, situation like that should have been handled better. But yeah, we see things in football. I don't think it was the worst situation. But I would like to hear from you, like to hear what are your thoughts. But I think he can well be a captain of the team for me. And I think Kaizer Chiefs should show more confidence in him and try to keep the guy, because he understands how Kaizer Chiefs should fight and where Kaizer Chiefs should be in PSL. We shouldn't be a team that is struggling. We should be a team that is winning trophies. And he has so much relationship with the fan base of Kaizer Chiefs. He is able to relate with them, able to relate with the players. So yeah, very inspirational guy and very influential guy. He's very contagious. His attitude is very contagious. He arrives in a team that suddenly the team is a different team, is able to fight. There's a point where Gavin Hunt even said that we need more of Nurkovic in the team. We need more players like him in the team. We need toughness in the team. In the game post-match against Baroque, I said we need toughness in the team. And he's one guy who's very tough. He's very tough. He's a fighter. He doesn't like a lose. Does not like losing. Doesn't want to be on the losing side. We need more people like him. And I think him as a captain, it's much more best for us. It's better for us with Ramahlwe Mphahlele out as well. If he's going to be back, Rama, I don't mind Rama being there. But outside Rama, I think Nurkovic should be there. I don't know. I want to hear from you. Your thoughts about the game towards Orlando Pirates, about him, around him being the captain of the team. Otherwise, that is it from me. This is Itumeleng Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective. Love and peace.